handle and the edge of the basket that will be covered in the pattern. For the time being, leave the second already marked part of the handle and the watermelon flesh as they are. Otherwise, it will be difficult to hold the watermelon. Having marked your working space, look at how much space is left and make several more large flowers and leaves. The further they are from the center of the flower, the larger the petals and leaves should be. Use your imagination, make deep cuts, and remove the unwanted flesh. If you're not confident with your design, mark it on the rind beforehand. However, if you read our book carefully and completed all the previous decorations shown on the film, you should have no difficulty. Feel free to choose any knife from the set to carve your design. Now that you've finished with the main design, you need to complete the handle and the edges of the basket. Take the melon baller from the set and use it to shape the watermelon flesh into balls. Later, you will be able to fill your basket with them. Now we need to ornament the handle. We carve a simple plait, but you're welcome to come up with your own unique pattern. Remember to decorate the edges of the basket. Feel free to use any of the knives from the set to create the pattern on the handle of your basket. Now it's time to make a composition using all the decorations we've carved in the course of our masterclass. At this point, we'd like to say thank you to our Thai master. Alla Mishana will guide you through the composition of our carving. Alla Mishana is the author of many patents on knives for carving, the creator of the book, Fruit and Vegetable Carving Masterclass, and the set of knives we've been using in the film. Well, since we didn't plan the design of our composition beforehand, let's make it from what we carved in the masterclass. To make the carrot cone stand in the pumpkin vase is very simple. I filled the empty pumpkin vase with the cut-off leaves from Beijing cabbage, making a thick base to poke sticks into. Notice that I used simple wooden skewers wrapped in the green wax paper used for artificial flowers to fix the carrot cones. And the leaves are stuck on with wooden cocktail sticks. Instead of green paper, you can use a spring onion. Just put the skewer through the center of the shoot and you'll have a perfect stem for any of your carved flowers. Now we need to find an unimposing object to use for the centerpiece of our composition. It's very important that it doesn't outshine your carving. I found this wicker chest, in which, using a big cucumber and some cocktail sticks, I managed to fix our flowers. Let's make the chest the center of our composition. Pay special attention to the arrangement of different levels in our composition, to make sure none of the details look flat or one-dimensional. I'm using different dishes and bowls of the sort you can find in any kitchen to put separate elements of the composition on different levels. Note that although the bunch of our beetroot roses is in a vase, it doesn't need any water. I filled the vase with leaves from a Chinese leaf lettuce. I've put the bunches of flowers on different levels, and now I'll arrange the watermelons. I've put a clay pot under the upside-down wicker basket to prevent the heavy watermelon from squashing it. And now we'll display our watermelon basket on the wicker one. To balance the composition, I'll put another big object here. We'll leave the watermelon basket on the other side of the chest. I filled the basket with leaves to create a background and give some volume to our design. See what a beautiful composition emerges, with a centerpiece flanked by the two large carvings, which beautifully balance each other. And note that if you put cocktail sticks into the watermelon balls, your composition will become edible, attracting even more attention. And behind them, two bunches of flowers placed on different levels. Please don't make a common novice's mistake by mixing your carved flowers with live ones. Firstly, your flowers will most likely be outshined, and if they're exceptionally good, they'll be confused with the real ones, and no one will appreciate your culinary masterpieces. Also, don't overdo the decorations. Accessories added to your composition should only highlight your carving. Now, dear audience, you can take your time to upgrade your skills by reading the book, watching the film, and practicing the art of carving with our set of knives. Fruit and vegetable carving is a new art in our country, but it's experiencing a great boom in the world now, which is connected with a general interest in Oriental cuisine. Sophistication, elegancy, and imagination are the fashion, and these inherent traits of Oriental cuisine are well pronounced in Thai carving. The first championship of fruit and vegetable carving of Russia was organized in the framework of the International Culinary Exhibition, held in Moscow in spring 2006. This competition was nothing like any of the previous competitions in this field, which had been held by various culinary associations. All previous competitions assessed only homemade compositions. More often than not, the products displayed were not carved by the contender alone, or even at all. The first championship of Russia was an interesting and spectacular event. It was live. The contenders had 3 hours to show their skill, talent and stamina by carving fruit and vegetables right on the competition site. Within 3 hours, 20 masters of different levels of professional skill displayed their work to the strictly attentive jury for their thorough scrutiny. The most worthy won the competition. Don't despair if you don't think you can achieve such mastery. Fruit and vegetable carving, just like any other skill, takes time to acquire mastery of. The art of carving requires patience, concentration and diligence on your part. This art is in itself both creative and contemplative. To guide you down this thorny path, we have now opened the Carving Academy for both novices and professionals. The host of this masterclass, the winner of many international competitions in fruit and vegetable carving, teaches in our academy. The Carving Academy will open to you Thailand and its culture, the caressing sea, the hot sun, tropical fruit, and the ancient Thai art. And if you can't get the hang of it alone, don't despair and upgrade your skill together with us at our school. To learn more about the school, log on to our webpage www.carving.ru. Author and producer Alla Mishina. All rights belong to the Russian Carving Academy. For distributing of knives, book and film, contact www.carving.ru. Telephone, country code +7 495 683 3637.